baby. Water for a last goodbye. He begged so much, it clouded my mind. One thing's clear, the man's gotta die. My next right, so he said, when he held all the keys over our head. I lived in that grip, but now he'll learn at the end with the tables turned. Lord, forgive me, take me on down the river where the guilt can't find a red-handed sinner. On where the grave can't cry out, 'cause I done wrong. Down the river with a hand on a colt and a finger on the trigger, and long before dawn they try to find me. Just take me on down. Take me on down.
Getting everything ready, getting ready to go out and do a little scout and hang some cameras up on some public land. Right now I'm checking, all my gear, making sure I got good batteries in my cameras. These Bresser Trail Cameras, me and Vance picked up from Walmart probably, 5, maybe 6 years ago. I don't know how long, it's been a while. And they still work. They're perfect for public land because we paid $15 for these and they work. I mean, they even have a viewer. I mean, they're good cameras. The biggest issue we have with these cameras though is that they don't show the date and time. And the pictures, for some reason, when it takes them, they get out of order. So you'll be looking through your pictures and you'll tell, like, I don't know, it's weird how it is. I don't know why it does it. Maybe it's just the way it's formatted, I don't know. But anyways, these cameras are good cameras for the price. They're great for public land because we probably have more money in our SD cards than the camera itself, So I'm going to take these cameras. I've got 2 spots on some public land that I'm going to go scout out today. I've been looking at on the Onyx map. So I'm going to go out there, hang these cameras, and let them sit for probably 3 weeks. And that'll give me a week before season. Then I'll go in there and I'll pull the cards and I'll check and see what I had. And if it looks good, then me and Vance will go in there and we'll scout it out a little more, maybe hunt it. We'll see. We've got a spot on the river we're going to try to hunt this year. You've seen the videos with the boat, so we've got that going. And like we've talked about before, here in southern Indiana where we're at, we're pretty fortunate where we are. We have a lot of public land surrounding us within probably a 30-mile range. Anywhere around us we can find public land to hunt. And it's all pretty good land. So southern Indiana is a sleeper state. There's a lot of big bucks here. Problem with the public land is, yes, you do got to fight with a lot of people, but that's why we use our boat to access, different spots. So we'll travel in a little deeper. And we've got a spot actually where I was wanting to hang one of these cameras, but I'm by myself today, so I'm probably not going to go back there because it's a lot of work putting the boat in and unloading it and doing all that by yourself. And basically where I'm going to go, I've got one spot where we've hunted previously before, and I'm gonna hang it there and see what we've got moving through there. Vance has seen several nice deer. He had a really big tall rack probably 3 years ago out there. He was a really nice buck, and he came in, didn't give Vance a shot. He's got some footage of it. Maybe he can drop it in here. You guys can see that. But anyways, put the SIM cards in these. It takes the micro SD cards is what it takes. So that's one thing. And it does have an on and off switch on it, which is nice. That's a good feature for these. So for $15 we got a steal on these cameras. I don't think that they were supposed to be $15. Maybe Walmart made a mistake. I don't know. We got them for $15, so we bought I think 4 of them. And we haven't had any issues at any of them. They all still work. So, and we've been using them. Nobody's, we've been fortunate that nobody has stolen any of our trail cameras. We had some deer stands this year. We had 2 hang-ons and some climbing sticks and a ladder stand that did get stolen. But that's the first time in several years that we've had anything get stolen from us. So we've been fortunate so far up until this year. Another thing I'm going to do this time is I'm not making the mistake that me and Vance made when we went to the river last time. I'm taking my Thermacell. I stand by these. They work. They really do. They're great. It's a good product. It's simple. They come with a little carrying case you can buy that slides into it. You can hook it onto your hip. You turn it on. No mosquitoes. Simple as that. It takes butane that goes into the bottom of it, and it takes these little mats that heats that mat up, puts out a little smoke. I guess the mosquitoes don't like it because they don't bother you. Anyways, that's what we got. So we're gonna get everything loaded up, get in the truck, head out to the public land, get these cameras hung, do a little scouting, and we'll see you. Alright, back in the truck. Got my Mountain Dew. Got my water. Time to hit the road. Get to public land. Alright, first thing I'm going to do before I head out to the woods, check my Thermacell, get it turned on. I forgot my little pouch I had that hold on my side, so I'm just going to stick it in this little pocket on my backpack, throw it on my bag. To start these Thermacells, it's simple, you just turn it on, hit the start button, check to see if it lights. She's lit. Put that in there. Put it on my back, head in. Go see what kind of deer sign we got out here. There's a creek that runs down. There's a cornfield, and there's a creek that runs through there. Another lane, then this little patch of woods, and then this second lane. We're gonna go back as far as this woods goes back, and then there's a bean field that meets that cornfield back there in the back, and then that creek runs across between the two. And there's a pinch point back there that I'm gonna go back, scout it out. I've been back there previously before and scouted the area, and we talked about putting a camera up out here. We just haven't done it yet. So that's what we're gonna do. Get everything set up, scout it out, and figure out, you know, if it's a good spot to hunt or not. It looked good last year. We were back here, and that's towards the end of season. I think we hunted out here during muzzleloader once. But we see deer out here a lot, so. Deer here, we just got to get in here and hunt them. Like the DNR has been out here and mowed this year. It's hit and miss. Some years they take care of it and some years they don't. But I'll show you here in a minute. We'll walk across the street, and they tilled up that field, and it actually looks like they planted something in there. That's very unusual, but it's looking good so far. I like the fact that they took care of the trails this year. Got a nice deer trail coming in. This is that pinch point I was talking about, where they come through here, across this creek right here. You see the creek right through there, a little ditch. The creek's over there. But they're crossing heavy here. They cross up. There's a little creek I was talking about there.
But the deer are using this and crossing right there. You can see where they're going up that and going up into that cornfield there. See, you got this creek, and then you got a bean field right here. And then the staging area, from what it looks like, is there's a staging area up here where they stage before they head out into that field. They stay in this thick coverage in here. Then they'll probably get up and they go around, across there. And then in the evenings, they hit this bean field right here. We see them in this bean field all the time. This bean field's usually got deer everywhere in it. So I think I'll pick a spot somewhere in this general area and hang this camera and just see what exactly is moving through here. Might be hard to see on the camera, but there's a trail that runs right through here. Like I was saying, how they stage up into this thicker stuff back here in between the two fields where that creek is. And then they cross right through here, going up across there. And then there's an opening that goes into that bean field where they go in to feed in the evenings. Here's a better representation of that trail. As you can see it pretty good now up here where it's beaten down. This is that opening, that little clearing I was talking about, where they, that pinch point that we look for. So that pinch point comes right out and leads into this bean field here. And you can look at the beans and see they've been out here munching them, eating the tops of these beans off like crazy. It's public all the way up to the bean field, so we can't access this bean field. We technically cannot shoot into the field. But here's this field I was talking about across the street, where I said it looked like they had planted something. They definitely did. I don't know what it is, but you can look, it's all in rows. They definitely got something planted in here this year. That's awesome. I guess the deer don't mind it either. They're moving through here. Awesome. Good. Might have to look into this little spot here. On my pinch point, I've got the cornfield back there where the deer are coming in from the cornfield where we showed you earlier where they're crossing the creek. They're coming down this trail, coming down right here. They're cutting over right here in front of the camera, and they're going into that bean field. And they're also coming from back here. We've got another trail that's running in from back over here into this thicket back here off the side of me. So looks like this is going to be a good spot to set the camera up. I think we'll get majority of the deer here because I think almost all the deer in this area hit this field and eat in the evenings, because we've came through here and we've shined this field spotlighting and it's been full of deer. I'm talking probably 20-30 deer in that field. So we're going to hang the camera up here and we'll see what we get on camera. Alright, now we got our first camera hung in our first area we scouted here. Now we're going to head back to the truck and go check out another area where I've never been before and scout it out. And then since we're already out this way, we're going to go check on some of our deer stands that we got set up. Man, spider webs all over me. Anyways, like I said, thank you to the Indiana conservation officers and the DNR for taking care of these trails. Really appreciate that. Like I said, some years it gets done, some years it don't. So makes it pretty nice. All right, stick with us. We're gonna go check this next spot. second spot. We're gonna head back up in here. Go check this all out. It's my first time scouting this area. We fished this lake before. Pretty good bass in here. Vance caught a nice crappie out of here. It's looking pretty good. The grass is really tall. We're gonna head up in here. Except for I got about a half mile to walk before I get into where I'm headed to. But it's probably close to a mile back in here. You gotta push back in where they're not getting pressured. It'll show you what I'm seeing here. We're gonna head up in here to this woods, get this camera hung. Pretty thick in here. Hopefully it opens up a little bit as we get in. A lot of deer tracks down in there though. So they're moving through here. Be hard to get a shot off with a bow early season out here, so hopefully we can find us a nice little clearing in all this. Alright, so I'm finding some buck beds up in here in this real thick stuff like I've been scouting through. Here's a buck bed right here. Looks like a pretty fresh one. So they've definitely been bedding in this thicker stuff here. So I'm thinking right up and just past this little thicket right here, it opens up a little bit from what it looks like. And if that's the case, then I'm going to try to find somewhere to set this camera up right off this buck bed here. Alright, so I found a few little openings. Thought I heard something. I found a few little openings in this woods here. Nothing really that good. I mean, this woods is just super thick. So, I hate to say it, but I don't think I'm going to hang a camera in here. The sign's here and it looks good, but it's just so thick. I don't know where I would hang a camera, you know, without it going off nonstop from all these trees and all these little branches that are in here. If I'd have just pushed back a little further earlier before I got all down on myself, I would have found all this open woods, bedding areas, trails running through it like crazy. I decided to keep pushing back in a little bit. The rain let up, and sure enough, I found it. It looks really good back here. I'm about 100% positive I'm hanging a set back here. Get Mike Fetcher in here, the old man, my dad. Get Vance back in here, Ronnie. Between all of us, there's plenty of land back here. One of us are going to get something out of here. This looks incredible. I'm excited to see what we can bring to you out of this woods. So there's my camera. Water speck on the lens there. Alright. Anyways, you come out here and this trail is like a highway. The deer are just running this. Oh man, I cannot wait to hunt this. This looks amazing. I want to wrap this video up by saying thank you to everyone that has been supporting us through this journey and following us on Facebook, watching our videos. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do. That we would appreciate that. and continue to watch our videos. You know, we're going to keep putting them out for you guys. This is fun for us. We enjoy doing it, and we hope you guys enjoy what we're putting out here. We have a lot of stuff coming to the channel soon with the boat. We're still working on it. Right now it's in the shop. The motor's getting worked on, so we get that back, and then we're going to build the deck on the back. We still have to install all our lights. I've already taken the deck off the front and lowered the railing down on it and done all that, so that's done. I fixed the prop for the motor, the transom support, so we're going to paint the boat. We're still waiting. If you guys have any suggestions on what color you think we should paint the boat, please drop a comment down in here in the comment section. Let us know. And if you enjoy the videos we're putting out, please like and subscribe our channel. We're going to keep putting them out for you. So stay tuned. We got a lot of cool stuff coming. Deer season's just a month away. Kentucky opener's already in right now. So stay with us. We got some good stuff coming. Hang out with us. Bucktown Outdoors. We'll see you guys on the next one.
If you like these videos, subscribe. Bucktown.
We always like to try to leave it better than we found it.